And you're live.
Hey.
Okay, welcome everyone to this little hangout. Tom is here, but he will not be here, and I will try to lead us in the right path. No idea what that is, but hey,
Yeah,
good.
Tom got into Grandpappy's cough syrup again.
Yeah, there you have it. Um, I did have an idea on what we could talk about, and this is something that I find interesting because last week we talked about are we an echo chamber, yes or no? Do we still dare to disagree with each other? Today I wanted to kind of continue on that subject, but in a slightly different way because I do see people getting responded to. I mean, if Bering makes a picture of someone, a video of someone, that person gets a lot of people suddenly responding to the original. And a lot of these responses are basically hate-filled. They're I drape and kill you, or you're too stupid to breed. That's that sort of stuff. And I
Yeah,
like this is something we should talk about, though. I mean, is this who we are? Is this how we want our criticism to be seen to the outside world?
no.
No.
I can
Yeah,
answer that right now, and that is those guys aren't typically part of this community. They're not content creators. Like, I have yet to see a content creator out of everybody that I've talked to or listened to say, hey, let's go dox this guy. Let's go put hate mail up. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, there's no point for that. Like, why the fuck do you need to dox someone? Isn't that the other way around?
Like, if you look at it, Bering has, what, 170,000 subscribers? Somewhere
Yeah.
around there?
Yeah, a few more than I do.
And when you say our community like that, I'm thinking like our community is content creators or shit posters that all actually talk to each other.
Well, yeah, but
Okay.
we cover a range of diversity from trolls, shit posters, anti-feminists, MRAs, MGTOW. I mean, where there's like this whole spectrum to just people who just don't fucking like PC culture.
Yeah, fair enough.
We
And-
actually do have a range. I mean, there's a lot of people in the B-list chat that I don't agree with, but I just ignore it and go on.
Okay, so then the question becomes this: are we responsible in any way for what our followers do?
No.
No.
We can put that even to a wider spectrum to give it a little bit of clarity. When a mass shooter happens in the United States because some fucknut decides to pull out a gun, is the United States government responsible? No.
I like
Fucknut.
I like the way you're thinking, but there's something missing in your analogy. For example, let's take the shooting of Orlando. It's a few weeks now. I know. The dude that did it did so because of Muslim faith, Islam. Is it then fair to say that Islam has some blame in this? So I'm going a small group smaller. I mean, not saying all of the US share blame. No, the subgroups share blame.
I've never thought of it that way. To a point, yes, but I really doubt it. Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that that's.
Depends on the intention of the subgroups, really.
Okay,
Because, like,
that's a very good point, Chester. It really is. So it depends on the points. How clear are we?
I don't know. I think I've always been about as clear as mud, but that's because I'm a human body.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah,
But no, if you're going to blame the person posting a video for what their subscribers do, you're really doing a disservice because you're talking about how am I as an individual supposed to do to control what my subscribers do because I'm an individualist. I believe that what the individual does is on that person, not on anybody else. So by that token, you know, I can't hold say Bearing accountable if his followers do something I don't agree with, because unless he himself does it and tells everybody, yeah, go over here and do the thing that I'm doing, I can't hold him responsible because he has no control over what his audience does.
Well, fair point.
And actually, to even go out further, if you want to talk about like the Islam analogy, now that it's sunk in, is when was the last time you saw any of the content creators say, "Hey, why don't you go check out this video and dox it? Why don't you go send them hate mail?" They're
No,
used to
no.
it.
Don't get me wrong. This is not about blaming content creators. Because I've never seen a content creator do that unless we're talking about Jenny McDermott or something. Or Laughing Witch, she used to do that sort of shit. So no, this is not blaming the content creators. If it feels that way, then I have to apologize because that's not where I wanted to go.
Well, no, I was actually using that as sort of a way to bring up the fact that we can't have fully become an echo chamber until we start doing that shit, and then our subscribers just mindlessly do whatever the fuck we tell them to.
But how can we do anything to
Yeah.
ask our followers not to do something like that?
I think we already do.
Yeah, obviously, but it's just at the end of the day, this sort of boils down to plausible liability sort of thing. It's like I think Bearing now has started putting in either descriptions or the end of his videos stuff like, don't send these people hate mail and stuff like that because it just makes the problem worse.
Yeah.
Whereas like I've seen some Muslim sort of YouTubers that do, just stuff with like Black Lives Matter people. They're just very, I can't think of how to say it. They're very hostile towards it, but they don't say, "Oh, don't go and not be hostile to them."
Yeah.
They sort
No,
of
I
like
understand what you mean.
they sort of offhand encourage it, if anything.
Well, actually, I've been doing some cancer research, so I've watched a good number of videos. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Nope.
Okay. No, but I understand what you say, Cheshire. And this is something we don't see that often with our sort of shitlord posters. I agree. We don't see a lot of people saying, you know what, go over that channel and piss them off. So, yeah, maybe we're already doing everything we can to prevent it from getting out of hand.
Well,
Whereas-
that's part of the reason why I don't really do response videos, is because if I'm talking about somebody, then it's somebody everybody already knows. They already know that that person is a shithead, and like last Magnus Hangout I did, we were talking about the new Ghostbusters, and I laid the blame for that entirely at Sony and Paul Feig's feet. I didn't put it on the actresses. I didn't put it on anybody else but him, or the people responsible. Now, if they got any Twitter abuse from that, that's not what I was looking for. I was wanting to abuse them with a rant about how they need to start leaving shit alone.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, it's less of the-
sorry that I had to go there. I still have kids in the background, but what I was saying is, like, with us, we've all agreed, no, we don't see people saying, hey, go attack this, don't go send hate mail. But on the Black Lives Matter, and I'll give them a little bit of respect on the content creators of those videos, I don't see it that often, but you actually do see, oh, well, you contact your local police office and tell them how angry and how racist they are.
Yeah,
and if they're
that's
not
true.
racist, they're still racist.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that.
Well,
We do
yeah,
it
I mean,
for humor and entertainment.
blaming somebody for being something that you clearly have no fucking clue if they are. I mean, that would be like me calling fucking Mod Wayne a Greek shithead. I don't know where he's from. I just hear an accent. I know Mod Wayne's not from Greece, but it would be like me accusing him of something that I have no way of knowing whether he is or not. And that's just the standby these people have, is to call you something that, motherfucker, you don't know me. How you going to get away with calling me a misogynist or a racist or what the fuck ever when you don't even know me? If I call you a dumbass, it's because I've seen you prove to me that you are a dumbass.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's
an
that fucking
individual thing.
simple. You call me a dumbass, it's like, okay, fine. I must have said something you thought was fucking stupid.
Well, it's like the picture that I have as my avatar there. I get accused of being transphobic all the time, but no, I couldn't really give a shit if somebody's trans or not. Just don't shove it in my face.
Exactly. I know I know your feeling. I fucking hate that.
But that's one of the things I find so funny about this whole gendered bathroom, non-gendered bathroom thing. I mean, I'm from the Netherlands, and here we have toilets for men and we have toilets for women. But there are plenty of shops that are not so big that just have a toilet. Period.
Yeah, like the
And when the
single.
door is closed, the door is closed. You're not seeing anyone.
Yeah, like that. That's a single staller rooms.
Yeah.
You know, like how come they don't use that? You know, it's like
Yeah.
Jesus.
Man, I've been to so many truck stops and other places where I see men's room, women's room, and then like smaller bathrooms that says family.
Yeah,
It shows man, woman, child.
Yep.
So if that's what they're so concerned with, or are they going to be triggered by the fact that it says family on the fucking door?
I don't give a fuck what it says on the door, though. I mean, I just come here to shit. I'm
Well,
not
yeah,
here to pick up a friend. I'm not here to pick up a girlfriend. I'm not here to do anything else. So I don't understand this whole argument, but I'm digressing myself now. Very well done.
well, I think the reason why it's such a big argument is because, you know, pedophiles and rapists could take advantage of that and go to the women's bathroom, and
That's the worst argument I have ever heard.
but still,
Um,
it has happened where they
It's
It
just
has
not
happened. It has happened exactly as much as it happened before.
yeah,
No.
but it's just
There is
easier
no
now.
increase. There is no increase. It's not easier now. Seriously, do you think a rapist or a pedophile would worry about the law whether he can go into a certain stall, yes or no?
Yes.
I think that's the
Yeah.
least of all his problems. If
No,
I'm
like-
going to rape someone, I'm not going to be careful not to go into the wrong toilet. I
Well,
mean,
plus,
the act I'm planning to do is far worse than going into the wrong toilet.
well, Modwayne, if they're looking to commit a specific crime, you're right. They're not going to give a fuck about the law unless it's just to know exactly what they can get away with it or how they can get away with it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like it's going to be a sort of Cologne incident again, where it's like all these rapes do happen, but they can just sort of get away with it because, oh, they're Muslim. We can't be horrible to Muslims. You know?
Well, that in itself is bullshit as well. I mean, you're not allowed to commit certain crimes. There are no excuses to commit crimes. Not
I
in
know,
my
but-
book, anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
Modwayne, you're looking at a generation of people that, if they're the virtue signaling PC culture type, then they come up with even the lamest fucking justifications to be a complete and total shithead.
Mod, you're looking at this with sensibility.
And actually, you know what? I'll bring it in since I am a parent. In public, like if I go to, say, Walmart or something, I don't really give a shit at that point. But where it bugs me is where they're saying in schools. And that's something that's happened in my community is they say, oh, well, we need transgender bathrooms in schools. Now, in my community, the only school that I know of that has the same rule is the one that my kids go to. And that's adults are not, like other than faculty, adults are not allowed in the public bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
They have to use the faculty washroom, which is that single stall. The rest of the schools, if I needed to go drain my lizard, I have to use the same one as the 6-year-old girls or boys, whatever. And that's where my problem comes in is, you know what? You're taking away the parental choices at that point. Now, when I'm at Walmart, fine. If I have a problem with it, I'll use family bathroom. Or I'll send my kids into the family bathroom.
Well,
Okay,
and you
so
actually bringing up using the bathroom in the school like that. That little scene from Uncle Buck crossed my mind where he's in the little kid's bathroom and he has to get on his knees to use the urinal.
no,
God
but
damn.
but the, to try and clarify this, the problem is not so much that the bathrooms are gendered, but that they are gendered because of transgenders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
yeah, but
not even.
you're talking about people who you know, when they're talking about transgender, they're more like, they're trying to act like they're more like what I would call swing genders. They can just swing back and forth to whichever. They're not actual transgenders because they're not actually transitioning from one to the other.
They're
I know
more.
people have made that point a lot, but still.
Most of the transgender people nowadays are nothing more than fucking cross-dressers.
Now they're not
Yeah.
even that good.
Well, it depends. I mean, transgenderism is a genuine thing, but there is. I've noticed two forms of transgenders. I mean, you have the real deal, and you have the Tumblrites.
Well, Tumblr
Mm.
trans or trans trenders depends on what they're called by who, but yeah, pretty much.
Tumblr is cancer. I know a lot of people say that, but still, it's just like they have their fucking made up fucking genders. Like, oh, if you identify as a fucking pan,
Oh yeah.
Oh, you,
it's like,
you
why
mean
the fuck would you want to be a fucking pan, or why are you so attracted to an animate object? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, I love Laura Sutton made a comment on that, almost a year ago, on how she then identifies as an attack helicopter, and somehow people got offended by that. But yeah,
Well,
considering all
it's
the
turned
other-
into a dank meme ever since.
yeah, it has.
So yeah.
I was actually trying to listen to what she had to say. I was
Yeah, I have to
Shit
admit
lord
that
in the
was
making.
that was too adorable for us not to just all be quiet and listen, because when
Yeah.
little kids talk,
Yeah.
it's just too damn adorable.
Sorry, I didn't hit the mute button.
no, that's okay. I mean, if you want to partake, that's there is no kid young enough to have his mouth silenced, and there's no fuck old enough to still learn new things. Did I say that right? I think I
I
did.
think so.
It was close enough.
Yeah.
As the old saying goes, it was close enough for jazz.
Yeah. Well, it's close enough. Only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
Well, and jazz music.
I
No.
never heard of jazz music once. Sorry.
Sorry. No, I don't actually hide my kids from what I watch too much. Like, to give, somewhat, but not really. Like, my 8-year-old, she's seen pictures of bearing and everything, and all she says is, wow, he's rude, and he needs to go on a diet.
Well, I can understand why she would say he's rude, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we laugh at it, but you can understand. I mean,
we're adults.
yeah. And this is something I feel we are doing wrong in society, to be honest. We teach our children not to be rude and not to swear, instead of teaching them that there are moments where you can and moments where you shouldn't.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I get your point too.
Well, it's more of teaching them there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather teach my kid that. Anyway, we were talking about what can we do to stop people from being rude.
Well,
And
I
then
don't
we
think
went-
there's much you can actually do to stop them, but
True. No,
you
that's
can
true.
you can definitively avoid the fuck out of them. I
I've
mean,
got one word for you. Gulag.
don't even joke about that. Knowing how people are becoming in the PC patrol these days, we're not far off from that.
Well, Omegon, you've been sitting here for quite a while now. You want to throw in
He's muted.
Yeah, he is muted, but he is
Who?
here. So.
Who's that?
Omegon.
Oh,
Yeah, the master of moist himself.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, you've been quietly sitting with us for a while. I mean, I was trying to see if you can weigh in a bit.
I got distracted by something else and wasn't in the mood for the conversation. So
He was
that
over there.
was no use at all.
He's over there scratching his Pokeballs.
Okay,
Pretty much.
well, then I won't interrupt you, and then by the time you want to come...
No, I was out of the room when you were talking. I'm back now, but I have no idea what you were talking about when I was gone.
Well, we were talking about shit posting on other people. Actually, no.
We were talking
Yeah.
about trans people for a little bit.
Yeah, we were talking about trans people in toilets.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about bathrooms.
Yeah.
Go.
That's what I said. I mean, I'm going in there to shit,
Wait,
not to meet some people.
Wait, I got a question. What if you identify yourself as a toilet? What are
Well,
Then
you
I
would
guess you
would
can shit on yourself. Then you can shit on yourself then.
Actually, no, you'd have to ask Pippi about that one.
And I guess you have to be careful when you flush.
Oh, God.
Boy, that would give it a whole new meaning, wouldn't it?
But I started with, is there something we can do to prevent our followers to harass and insult people that we make look like idiots because they look like idiots?
I think other than just having our current disclaimers, which I think almost everybody has now, and making certain that we're not calling out for, like, we're not actually inciting
True.
to go and make fun of these, then the other trolls that want to make fun because they think we're all going to enjoy them having our back can kind of go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Fair
You know,
enough.
the oh, fucking hell, I have a problem with words at the moment. I'm sorry. The issue I'm trying to...
Words are so problematic.
They are. They should be just... I should just say anything and you should already know what I mean. Done.
Yeah.
Telepathy would solve all these problems.
That would solve all these problems. But be careful, because if I think you insult me, then I'm offended, and it's your fault. Because...
And we'll all donate to it.
No,
Protect those people.
I was hoping to start a dialogue though with some people in the past. I've made some response videos to other people, and I find that there is hardly ever any discourse. I mean, they don't respond, they don't care, they just consider what you say hate speech, and then they're done with you. So, is there anything we can do to?
I've seen people like, there are a couple of content creators I've seen where they've made a response video and they've gone onto that person's original video in the comments and said, I have made a video responding to you. Trying to encourage this discussion, but nothing's ever come on it.
No, but I've done that myself, and the only person that ever responded back to me basically had a whole line of text saying how she disagreed with my movie, and then in the last few lines she said, but I only watched half a minute of it. It was a 30-minute movie.
Okay, I saw something similar when Bane was talking to Aaron Ra in the comments of one of his videos, and Aaron Ra said he said it was he considered Bane's videos a response video, but they're like hour-long videos, and he said he thought they were all like filled with misogyny or something. And yet he'd only watched 2 minutes of one of these, and I thought, that's just fucking... You can't get anything from that. 2 minutes? That's just Bane saying, hey, Bane 666 here. That takes him 2 minutes to say that.
Yeah, it's beyond. Hey, by the way, hi Carlos, I see you're in the stream. You want in, mate?
Well, I kind of had myself muted because I was talking, but I heard you guys talking, and it's like, well, you know, a lot of this, like anybody with an IQ higher than fucking double digits should know better than to take, oh, Magnus did a response to so and so. Let me just take this opportunity to go harass the fuck out of the person he's responding to, and it's like, no.
Yeah. That's like a couple of content creators. I put one as well in some of my videos where I make it clear this is not. I do not go to their video just to harass them. If you go there to watch their whole video. Don't fucking troll them like a cunt.
Well, yeah, that.
I've nothing against shitposting at all, but a lot of these people are very delicate.
Yeah, it's. I never really understood the whole concept of how people feel insulted or shit like that. To be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I could see how somebody could be insulted off of like a response video.
Really?
And that's, yeah, because you know what? Even though I'll make response videos and everything else, you still have to understand it's not as easy as it looks. It takes a lot of time for each video. Like,
To
I'm
make
sure the more you
response
do, it
video. Yeah,
gets
definitely.
easier. So even
Well,
the people
even-
that I make fun of, you know what? I have to give them respect for taking the time and effort to make a video to get their point across.
Well, even Omegan was surprised that I actually watch his videos all the way through to the end.
Yeah. That shows how little you live.
So, like, in that way, I can see how somebody can be insulted. But
No, I can understand people being insulted. I mean, I still believe that insult is something taken, not something given. But I can understand people being insulted. But it's beyond me that people can look at a response video and then feel like, well, this is not what I want to see. And then basically just say, well, you're wrong, but I haven't really seen what you said. No,
It's basically it's the very narrow-mindedness of simply seeing one bit of negativity in the first 20 seconds and then ignoring anything else because you've held onto that one little negative thing that's hurt
Well,
your
no,
people so much.
actually, Megan, more to the point, I think it's more of a condition of, okay, I'm watching this video. Oh, there it is, the one thing I can get all pissy about. The rest of it, nah, don't need it. Don't need to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, they get 2 minutes into the video and they already start hyperventilating from just pure rage. So, what can you do?
Yeah,
Or because they're triggered.
Alright.
Jazz hands.
Alright.
They were too triggered to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, which, I don't know. I've heard people say stuff that pissed me off, and then it's like I just kind of cross my arms and go, all right, motherfucker, explain yourself. And I keep watching.
I just point and laugh, really.
Yeah, I try to explain myself from time to time, but I in all fairness, it's how do you say it? This concerting? No, I'm really bad with words today. Thank you, everyone. It's taking me down a bit. It's you know, it's like you're just shit mining all the time, and they don't want to go into it.
God, he said shit mining, and all of a sudden I'm watching the Seven Dwarves mining for turds. Ah!
By the way, does anyone know how I can invite Carlos in? Because
I actually just sent him the link.
Oh, thank you. Because I've been looking to figure out how to do it, and
Hey, Fang.
Easiest way, go to the top of your Hangout browser,
yeah.
copy the link that you got,
Mm-hmm.
then direct message him the link.
Okay. Well, you already did that?
Yeah,
Then I
it's
don't
in
have to.
his Twitter box.
And Failure
In his
also
Twitter
joined?
box.
Hey, Failure.
Hey,
You said it's in his Twitter box. That sounds so kinky.
Kinda. Hey, and there's Carlos. Okay. Welcome, Carlos. Thank you very much for joining us. We're just
hello, all my good
bitching and
friends.
moaning about. Yeah.
I heard 10 minutes of the conversation. I think I know where it's getting. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
So, Failure, you joined as well.
Yes, sir.
You want to pitch in?
Yes, Tom does cause cancer.
That's funny, but that's not nice.
Well,
No,
it says
it's
on the
not.
video.
Well, now, one thing people need to explain to the lefties is that usually if something's funny, it's usually not nice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny.
Well, that depends, though. That depends. I mean, knock-knock jokes are funny.
A lot of my jokes are not funny. They're just kind of mean, but I find them funny.
All jokes are funny. It's the little snowflakes that get their precious thin skin burst bits that find it not funny. Shit.
Someone hasn't seen Ghostbusters.
Look, knock knock joke is funny the first time you hear it when you're a kid, and then you revisit it every now and then, and it turns funny. It's kind of like somebody getting hit in the crotch. It's fucking hilarious the first time you see it. The more and more you see it, it's like, alright, I've seen it. Then every now and then you see it again, and it's like fucking hilarious.
Failure.
Well,
I got a knock-knock joke for you.
So do
Knock-
I. Go
Does
first.
it involve Hitler? Because I've heard it.
Go
No.
first, butter. I'll be next.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not me.
Not me. Who?
Okay.
My turn.
Okay,
Uh,
what is your turn?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Aloha.
Come on, close the door and get me my gun, Margaret.
Come on.
Hello, hi.
The punchline.
Okay, Aloha who?
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar. Boom.
Boom. God damn it.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
back.
no one saw that one coming.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
absolutely not. That's why it's
So
it's,
original.
Totally.
No. You'd have to be European to see that one coming.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Not much fun. I made the most lamest knock-knock joke in the world.
Mine?
Not true. Not true.
Oh, you want lame jokes? How
Knock,
do you call? Oh, okay, go ahead. Who's
No,
there?
I was.
You
I
really
wasn't
wanna-
telling a fucking joke. I was
If
just
you
saying.
really want to hear a lame one, I could always tell the one about the blind skunk that fell in love with the fart.
Go ahead.
I just did.
I have to speak silently because people are sleeping in my house. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry.
Do you have your headphones on, or are we on the speakers?
No, I'm on my headphone. It's
Okay,
me
put the
shouting.
speakers on, and
That's the
we'll
problem.
make them up for you.
No.
I could always blow the air horn. That'll get them up.
You'll only blow my ears. You'll only blow my ears away. Nothing more. This is the level of I'm gonna speak from now on.
Hopefully it's from
I know.
Carbon
I know
Monoxide
something that
poisoning.
can wake you up. Just hold on.
Oh no.
He's not sleeping though. I mean, he's here.
No, I know something that will wake them up.
Quiet.
No, you're gonna make me
in the corner.
deaf.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just rubbish, mate.
fucking hell.
I
Damn it,
smelled that one
lazy,
coming.
lazy. We don't appreciate your 12-year-old jokes here, alright?
Fuck you.
At least mine was lame. For fuck's sake.
Now, you want a real lame joke, and this is going to be, I hope, the last lame joke for now. How do you call a dinosaur with one eye?
Do you think he saw us?
How do you call a dinosaur with one eye?
Do you think he saw us?
The Thankysaurus, indeed.
Think you saw it?
Hey,
Wow.
I told you it was lame. Anyway, we were
It's
talking.
not lame it's not lame for a paleontologist.
Well,
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, paleontologists in itself are lame already, aren't they? I mean,
I'm being so fucking lame. I'm gonna just shut up because I'm being. Oh God. Continue, guys. You are more interesting than me.
well,
No, come on now.
we didn't really have a very broad subject to start with. I mean, I brought something in. We've talked about it. It's been done. Then we mentioned the toilet thingy once again. So
Wait.
anyone got a good subject to bitch and moan about?
Nothing that's. Nothing that's.
Nothing that's. No, I'm not gonna depress anyone because Turkey, just short, it's headed for a dictatorship, and the West is
Sorry,
just
it was.
saying, "Come, be my guest." Erdogan has read Mein Kampf, and he's following the instructions to the letter.
Oh,
Pretty
you mean
much,
he's
yeah.
using it as an instruction manual, huh?
Exactly. Look, he had a failed coup attempt. Okay, there are countries that have had failed coup attempts, and they've gone on. Spain had one in 1977, if I'm not mistaken, and it continued on as a democratic country without any purges that it's happening. But Erdogan, he wants this. He wants to. Yeah, he wants to. Look, fuck. He crushed the revolt. That would be it. But no, he has fired judges, um, uh, deans from university. He's basically cleaning out his opposition. So what's
Yeah.
next? Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, there are more and more voices going up that are saying the coup. I mean, Turkey has had many military coups in the past.
Yes.
There's nothing new there. This is the first time that they had a military coup in only one city.
Exactly.
So it wasn't the military that did this coup.
No,
the question
it
then
was.
becomes who was.
It was just a splinter group. It wasn't coordinated. It was a
But-
minor faction.
Yeah, so
but-
it wasn't the military in general. Because if it
Exactly,
were
yeah.
the military in general, it would have been done by now.
But why was that? Because do you remember 3 years ago he did a purge of the high level ranking officers, the generals, the
Yeah.
commands and that. Now he couldn't get rid of them all, so he knew he didn't start the coup. Let's get that straight. Many conspiracy theories are saying no, he started. No, he did not. But he knew about it an hour. I believe that he knew about it an hour at least before it happened. He had enough time to
get
stop
away.
it. Yeah, to stop it. No, to stop it. He had enough time to stop it, but he did nothing. He saw the opportunity. That's pure Machiavellian.
Yeah, I
propaganda.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
speaking of turkeys and lame jokes, I got one for you. What's that white stuff in turkey shit?
What?
Turkey shit.
God damn it!
oh, that's awesome, man.
Hmm.
I love you, man. No homo though.
Hey, it can be as homo as you like. I don't care.
Nah, platonic love. That's
No,
the best
fair
kind
enough.
of
Fair
love.
enough.
Yeah, as long as you drop your trousers.
I don't drop my.
Well,
I only drop my trousers for my wife. That's it. No one else. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what basically Portugal's. Now here I go. I'm talking about Portugal. Some people on the chat doesn't like it, especially one guy. But fuck him. Portugal in 1926 basically had the same thing. We had in 1923 we had a military takeover of our country. They established a dictatorship, but they were fuck all knew about the economy. So they hired our best economist at the time, one Antonio Salazar. He was a professor of economics at the University of Coimbra, one of our best university. And they said, please help us. That little cunt, he said, okay, I'll help you. In 4 years after they appointed him as the minister of economy, he was the dictator of Portugal because he did basically everything that's been happening now in Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know what's going to happen next in Turkey. Before the end of the year, they're going to alter the constitution. The first step will be reintroducing the death penalty. The next one will be possibly a state of emergency, and then goodbye democracy in Turkey.
Yeah, I think goodbye democracy in Turkey is already there, though.
Yeah, it is. So what we need to do, John Kerry touched on a good point. He said he's worried. I know he's a cunt and all that. I understand American politics, but he did touch something on. He's worried about the what's going on in Turkey, and he said he should kick them out of NATO. Turkey is only afraid of one country. He doesn't care about the ISIS. He doesn't care about Saudi Arabia. He doesn't care about the West. He's fucking so terrified of Russia.
Yeah.
And if they kick him out of NATO and say, okay, fuck you, Putin, there you go, he's all yours, he's fucked.
Well, and the reason for that, as we all know, is because apparently Putin doesn't fuck around.
Yeah.
And it's historical as well.
Say what you like about the man, but Putin, he may be an asshole, but you got to respect the fact he does not fuck around.
Oh, he
Yeah.
I
doesn't,
respect the fact that he's an asshole.
Exactly.
Who else is
Putin
there that-
studied history. He remembers the Crimean War. That was started by the Turks. And unfortunately, England was on the Turkish side, I think. I might be totally fucking wrong.
No, you're not, which was weird considering that the Turks and England had nothing in common, but for some reason they chose to stop Russia a little bit.
Thank you. I was worried because I'm not very good at history, but I know snippets of it.
I think I'm sure. No, I think this is how it went, and this is yeah. And Russia somehow is like a very old woman. Something that happened 10 years ago is still yesterday.
Oh yes, Putin and Russia remembers. They don't forget. Yes.
That's their problem.
That's why Turkey is only beating their chest because they belong to NATO. They know that NATO will help them. But if you kick Turkey out of NATO, the bitch will scream.
Yeah, the thing is, because Turkey was kind of hoping for more support of NATO when they shot down that Russian plane that was shooting ISIS in Syria, but it came too close to the border.
Yes.
So Turkey shot them down, but then they realized that NATO did not condemn Russia.
Yeah.
Oh, why do I get the feeling if NATO kicks Turkey out, they're going to be like that episode of Tom and Jerry where the leash laws came into effect and the dog was put on a leash, but then they repealed the laws and the cat was fucking terrified.
Well,
That
don't underestimate Turkey, though. I mean, they are the second army of NATO.
They're also very
Size.
Turkey is also very tasty on sandwiches. That don't mean shit.
Turkey has a lot of men, but you forget.
If you were to put Turkey against Russia, hate to say it, bye-bye Turkey. You'll
I'm
be
not
saying
100
given over there.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm willing to agree with you on that one. I really am, because the Russian army has always had a very simple way of fighting. They go in, as many people as are needed, they keep fighting till no one is able to fight back, and then they start consolidating.
Why do I get the feeling from this conversation that the size of Turkey's balls is entirely dependent on the proximity to NATO?
Because
I get the feeling I have to start fucking learning Russian after this stream.
No, if you're in Europe or if you're in America, you're not really have to worry about Russia that much.
I'm in England.
Yeah. You probably have to worry more about your own politicians, mate.
Yeah. Don't fucking... Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Russia really has... Like, I'm looking, and I've been following Russia ever since they retook Crimea. And, you know, I'm not actually against what Russia's doing, because they're not really trying to infringe on the West.
Yes and no. I mean, the start of the Crimea situation and the Ukrainian civil war are because the Ukrainian people were trying to find, connection with Europe. They were turning away from Russia and turning towards Europe more and more. And this irked Russia, so they said no. That's kind of why the Ukrainian civil war and the Crimea situation started. At the same time, though, I'm not surprised that it did. After all, the largest base in Crimea is a military naval base of the Russian army. So, yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, you look at it from a political economic standpoint. Russia was kind of defending their own.
Yeah,
Like it sounds off base to say that, but
I'm not really
it's true.
sure if I agree. I'm not really sure if I agree with what you're saying. I'm not really sure that they're defending their own. It's more that they were trying to consolidate, if that makes more sense. Because Russia did give the Crimea, to Ukraine. So by taking it back in the way that they did, they actually did attack another country. Now, it's not a European country, nor is it NATO country, so nobody gives a fuck. But they did kind of attack their bordering country. But that's also, I guess, because to Russia, Ukraine always has been part of their country. They don't really see it as not their country. Hell, even the name Ukraine means borderland.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I hate to say it, but when I remember learning in high school, when I was learning geography, the Ukraine was definitely part of Russia.
Yep. It's weird, though. But, yeah, no, I think we look too much at Russia to think that there might be problems coming from Russia. I don't see Russia being the major threat to world peace at the moment. And I know a few years ago America was pointed out as to be the major threat to world peace, but I don't see America as the major threat either. I think the Middle East is proving to be way more of an issue
Them
to the
deadly
rest of
truckers.
Yeah. Magnus,
Automatic transmission.
you're to blame.
For what?
It was a trucker that killed all those people in Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't one of my truckers. We don't use cracker box trucks like that. If it would have been me, it would have looked more like that scene out of Transformers, the fucking movie.
Can't remember that one.
You remember
Sorry.
where Optimus Prime's just barreling through all the Decepticons, just knocking them left, right, and fucking sideways?
I'll take your word for it, but no, I'm
You
sorry.
don't really watch a Transformers film. You just sort of sit there and experience a Transformers film.
Exactly.
I think I saw the first one. Is it
Yeah,
from
that's the one I was talking about.
Then I probably did see it, but there was this girl in that movie. I forgot her name, but I remember what she looked like.
Talking about RC.
I have no idea.
She was the pink one.
She looked nice though. let's keep it that.
Fucking hell.
Well, considering that I actually thought when I was a younger man that I'd stick my dick in that robot, and now they're coming out with sex robots, I think I predicted my own future.
But sex robots aren't new, are they? I mean, I thought they were
Oh
around.
no, they've had sex dolls forever, but now they're actually coming out with sophisticated fucking robots.
I'm
Jiggling
sorry, I'm not
butts.
gonna put my
And what
dick in
Magnus
there because I don't want to get electrocuted.
No, once Magnus has enough money for one of those sex robots, that inverter's going in his truck, and the next
Yes,
day.
it is. And
Yeah,
lazy,
no,
come on now,
no one-
getting shocked, getting electrocuted, sticking your dick in a sex robot. You know that'd be a shocking experience.
God damn.
I can imagine it now. Oh, guys, have you heard from Magnus for a while? No, he bought this sex robot 2 years ago, and he's been off the grid since.
Is he even still driving a truck? I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I mean, if you look at a lot of technology, like the internet, virtual presence, telepresence, it's all being pushed by the sex industry.
Well,
We're doing
actually,
this
I had a chemist friend of mine years ago tell me that the whole reason technology is moving so quickly with streaming, storage, and all that, it's not because of science or anything you'd think like that. It's all because of
Nope,
the
it's all
porn
because of-
industry.
Yep, that's true. It's bizarre, really.
It's like, damn, I like to shake my wing wong once in a while, but that just sounds fucking ridiculous.
How? Yeah, but I come to think of it though, how big do you think the server parks are at those sex websites? They must be huge.
They probably are. All I know is I don't think I need any more. I've already got more porn than I can shake a dick at.
Yeah, I don't really. I got me a lovely woman at home. Yeah, I have to say that.
Well, yeah, you have to say that. It's in your contract.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys know about this people moving from Twitter to other places like SeaLion.club?
I have to admit, failure, that the only reason I even have a Twitter account was because I made it about 6 or 7 months ago entirely expressly for the purpose of watching Twitter burn.
Well, great timing.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
will be a sheep, and I will follow where the masses go. Ah.
I'm still mad that they kicked off Milo, but he'll be back. I hope.
But I think what we're seeing with Twitter now, we will see with YouTube within a few years as well. It's already
Well,
started there as well.
We were pretty much. I think. Let's see. It was me and Futter and Lazy, I think. And I even said, Jack Dorsey, he seems to be exactly what people should hate. He doesn't enforce the rules on people like Black Lives Matter or the Muslims or whatnot, but let one popular homo fag who doesn't think the right way say something he doesn't fucking like to somebody that, he wanks himself off virtue signaling to, and they're gone in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what we're seeing now. And I mean, this is happening on Twitter, but we are seeing this happening on YouTube, it seems, as well. More and more YouTube channels are now being.
Well, that's because
warned.
That's because Hollywood and most of these major media industries are loaded with these fucking social justice types. The average citizen doesn't have time for that bullshit.
And you know what? If you guys are following Tom away from his streams and everything, he's got that great thing going on too, the Great Hall.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a preemptive, okay, well, you're going to start banning us soon. Where do we go next?
True.
And the timing of it is absolutely perfect because YouTube hasn't quite cracked down on us as hard as expected yet, but it's coming.
It seems to be, yeah.
It is. When you upload a private video and they give you a copyright strike automatically.
On
It's
private
kind
videos, yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, I've heard people talk about different platforms as well. Like, what was the other one?
Like Vimeo or fucking Daily Motion or something.
Dailymotion, that's the one. Vimeo has been around for a while. The Vimeo sounds interesting, but it's not YouTube. But Dailymotion was supposed to be somewhat like YouTube as well. But I can't get Dailymotion to work proper for me. I mean, I can't watch movies on there. It keeps crashing on me.
Well, if anybody grew the hair on their balls to actually create a site like YouTube, they would probably start getting a hell of a lot of people flying in there just because of YouTube and their bullshit.
Well, what I think would probably be actually the best bet is if YouTube started another YouTube. One that didn't have that.
Why would they? It's Google. Google is fucking, corporation. All they care about is profit. They don't care about creative meetings or anything. So remember, guys, if you want to have a YouTube channel after they fucking purge all of us, make sure unboxing videos, puppies, makeup tutorials. What else? What else am I missing?
Oh no, it's perfectly all right to make videos on how men are misogynists.
What is
and
that?
how white men are racist. That's perfectly all right.
Well, yeah, because that's the shit it's acceptable to say, even though it's just as sexist or racist as anything that we could say.
Just gotta keep on.
No, it's not the same as what we could say, because when we say something, we try at least to base it on facts. Or at least I know I do, and I assume you guys do too.
Well, no, that was why I said, Mod Wayne, it's as sexist or racist as anything we could say.
Okay, then I
Yeah,
misunderstood.
but facts don't burn as well in the narrative furnace, Mod Wayne. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Hey.
true.
Failure,
Gotta
what
get
is that you got going on?
Oh, it's SeaLion.club. This is where all the shitlords are going to. Peach, Suit Yourself, Jacob, a couple other people have already joined it.
What's up?
It's SeaLion.club. I'll link it in the side over here. It's like Twitter, but for shitlords.
Hey, and YouTube, if you're watching this, take notes because you're going to become very, very irrelevant very, very quickly if you don't straighten your shit out.
The only other thing is that like .club doesn't even seem like a real like domain or whatever. But hey, it's a good time to grab.
Actually, .club sounds like a rather exclusive domain to me.
I'm at failure on there.
Fair
Well-
enough. We might come looking for you sooner or later.
We might come looking for you indeed.
I'm
I
looking
think
at.
another reason is like why there isn't a competitor to YouTube is because chances are Google would just buy them out or whatever.
Well, I mean, I
Well,
think.
and I think I should clarify something I said earlier, too. I was saying that I created a Twitter account just to watch Twitter burn.
Hmm
And I know everybody in the audience is thinking, well, Magnus, you're doing that, but what are you doing on Twitter while you wait? Anime porn.
Oh God!
But
I
the
think
problem
it's
is,
pronounced hentai. More.
Yes, it is, but it's not all hentai because some of it's by American artists. So just shorter version, anime porn.
just
And-
describe
and-
it as sexy.
only until he can finally get his sex robot, right?
Okay, so how do I add someone to the stream? Do I just like copy the link from this?
Do we have
Lovely.
room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, sure, go ahead.
All right. I want to
Yes,
see.
let's get more people in here just because we can.
But the problem with this is that do you guys remember that South Park episode where Walmart came to town?
Nope.
Nope.
Well,
You're on about the one where they burnt it down.
yeah,
Oh.
and then
I doubt he'll show, but if he does, then that's good.
Who's that?
I'll give it a little bit. If he doesn't show, I'll tell you.
Just type it in the side chat there.
All right.
well,
Yeah,
fuck whoever you
surprised me.
invited.
Well, no,
can't
because
get
they
that
haven't
in
given
my-
they haven't given their consent yet. So let's wait until they get in here. Then we'll
Okay,
ask.
that's right.
Then
That's
we'll,
right. That's right.
Then we'll find.
So yeah, in that episode, basically they burnt down the Walmart, and the small convenience store ended up turning into the next Walmart. So, you know, whatever the next Twitter is gonna be, you know, give it a few years when all the social justice warriors get to it.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Because once social justice finds something popular, they immediately just have this uncontrollable urge to drop their pants and shit all over it.
Yeah.
Can we name that the plus virus, please?
Absolutely.
Because that's pretty much what it is. Anytime they find something decent and wholehearted that we like, they just slap a big old plus on it.
Can we talk about the fantastic social network that is Google Plus?
Why is
I
it
think
fantastic?
I had never used it.
Google Plus is dead.
Oh no, it's still there. It's just like your old grandmother that you forgot. You know, she's still in the nursing home. Nobody visits her.
I do add people who.
Oh, you
solicit
do add
me.
people to the nursing home. You just never visit them
Exactly.
because it's depressing. Who wants to
Well,
go there?
technically, I still actually use Google Plus. I just haven't posted anything there in quite a while.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever posted anything in Google Plus.
I haven't.
Google Plus is like that old porno magazine that you first fell in love with, and you keep it around just for nostalgia purposes.
Thing is, how do I
The
even?
thing is, it's
Bloody-
not good.
Yeah. I think that's a good point. Not good at all.
Who's Jacob B. R. Guillory?
That's one of Peach Bailey's shitlords.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Suit Yourself, he's Australian shitlord. I
Well,
think
Is he? I gotta check him out.
yeah.
What's it called? Salon.com? Sea Lion, I mean.
Cancer.com, yeah.
Cancer.com. Okay, got it.
Exactly. Then you have AIDSWithCancer.com, which is BuzzFeed. And then you got AIDSWithCancer.com with the Zika complications, which is MTV Unplugged. I love those names. I've been using them for a while. I should register them.
Hmm.
No, of course not. Everyone's free to use them, and I encourage you to use them.
I have no idea how the sea lion thing will work though, but yeah, I'll look into it after the stream. It's going to be crowded soon, I guess, though, because I do feel that Twitter is breaking up at the seams at the moment. So.
Yep.
But then again, I mean, you have to applaud a situation that brings in how do you call it? A group of people to make sure that tweets are not offensive, and those two people are either feminists or from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, the paragons of virtue.
The paragons of virtue, indeed.
Yes. I wish.
Don't you mean the paragons of virtue signaling?
Indeed.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to, yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
of course.
no. When you're in a hangout with Magnus, you're immediately in the least safe space on the internet. I don't hold shit back.
And you shouldn't, man. That'd be shit. You shouldn't. Yeah.
Well, you should, otherwise it gets smelly.
Oh God, it's that salon. That's
the SJWs and feminism and feminist plus. You mate, look Leslie Jones, the third or fourth name in that appears in the credits of Ghostbusters. She's third or fourth. She's the token black woman there, right? She doesn't realize that if she just goes off 1 degree, one in either astrology or even navigation, if she goes off 1 degree of her narrative, the SAW.
You're breaking up, mate.
Yeah, no.
Me?
Yeah, you're cutting
am
it
I
out
back?
a little bit.
I'll repeat it.
Yeah, not making any better, mate. You're really breaking up.
Whoever it is that he's talking about is destroying his internet connection.
Yeah.
And like I was saying, the FBI.
Carlos, try logging back in, mate. Log out and log back in because you're really breaking up.
I will.
And guys, this is the part you really need to hear.
Yeah, no, listen to me very carefully. If you want to survive the situation...
I can hear you perfectly, guys.
Yeah, we can
but
hear
yours
you,
is
though.
cutting in and out. I don't know what's wrong with yours.
It's my internet.
Probably. Well, I'm on Sea Lion Club thingy as well.
Yeah. Oh, we got.
mine just keeps crashing. Can't get on the site.
I'll let you guys have a vacancy. I'll go back to the chat and thank you for having me on. Did you guys hear me?
I'm willing to hear what you wanted to say, though, mate. So.
Basically, that if anyone goes off just a little bit of the SJW narrative, they will be eaten alive. Did you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing with SJWs and, well, I mean, this is the thing with all these social Marxist-like situations that we've got going. I mean, this is true for feminism. This is true for Black Lives Matter. This is true for social justice warriors. If you don't buy into their narrative 100% the way they want to, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they will ostracize you.
Well, and I think that, Milo actually missed a golden opportunity when he started his feminism as cancer thing. It's not just cancer. It's in particular, it's ass cancer because it kills living cells and it's a pain in the butt.
Yes.
Well.
No, Wells, it's perfect.
Well,
yes, it is.
More like prostate cancer.
Well, what a very deep subject.
I use what I use. I say stupid cancer.
So Curious said, I think so many people are moving over and crashing Sea Lion.
It's a one giant Twitter exodus over to Sea Lion. Now, mine wasn't even
Oh wait,
loaded,
people
so I was
are
like,
already crashing on it now.
I'm logged in, but I don't see anything or anyone else, so I don't know anyone. Therefore, I can't see anything, I guess.
Oh, find me. I'm at
What
failure.
is Sea Lion?
SeaLion.club is the website.
yeah, I
I'll
was
look
just
it up.
on there. It wasn't loading at all, so I'll wait till later.
So, even though it's really old news, what does everyone think of Jonathan Cookintosh trying to claw back his fucking...
Oh, gee, yeah, he might as well have called himself the pop culture defective, because that's exactly what the fuck he is.
I love the fact that he's trying to do, how do you call it, a fund me thingy. And he's only asking for a few thousand. Because he knows he's not going to get as much money because he's not a woman and
Well,
he's not a feminist.
Mudwayne, that's just because Jonathan McIntosh is a cheaper whore than fucking Anita Sarkeesian is.
That is true.
Just tattoo a pair of tits on his back and slap his butt a few times. He'll be all right.
Don't dismiss his intelligence. He's not stupid.
Oh, of
No,
course he's not.
I believe that he's not stupid.
Incredibly cocky.
No, he knows what he gets into, but yeah, he's a cuck. He's just pansy, but he's not stupid. He knows what he's doing. He's basically, with her permission, with Queen Sarkeesian's permission, he's using basically her rejected stuff. And of course it costs less. Shit, the other stupid cunt, Sarkeesian, it costs her the same amount of money that he's asking for to make her videos. The rest is for her. Why is everyone surprised? Why is anyone surprised? I'm not.
I mean, we make movies. How much do we get paid for the movies we make?
Well, to be honest with you, Carlos, since you asked, I'm about as shocked as a dead fucking battery.
Well, now you don't have to be shocked.
But yeah, it's oh, sorry.
As a dead battery, exactly.
But it's weird though. I mean, basically what he's doing now is he's trotting on the same path as his mistress did before him. So yeah, there is that.
No. He did not touch a pubic hair if she has any at all. Not even look at it. He wasn't allowed to look.
Yeah, come on, Modwayne. You know if anybody was the top in that relationship, it was her.
Oh yeah.
He was pointed. You see my pet dog. If you want to fuck, go there. She has dogs. I don't know what pet she has. She did not. He did not even look at a pubic hair of hers. That's if she doesn't shave. Yeah.
What is it with these groups wanting to make characters that already exist gay?
Because they can't. Because they are such worthless motherfucking assholes. And this is rant mode. It's because these motherfuckers are so.
A straight character to a gay character.
Let him speak, people.
They're trying to say that fucking Holtzman from Ghostbusters is a lesbian. Big fucking whoop. It's because these assholes are so fucking worthless as human beings. They can't just like a character unless that character is exactly as fucked up in the head as they are. They have to be some Fruit Loop.
Oh, so they're making the movie even shittier. Okay.
Yeah, the kid, they have to have at least one character they can quote unquote identify with that has to be just as much of a fucked up Fruit Loop fagaloon as they are.
Well, it does
Yeah.
make sense. I mean, look at her. She looks like a Tumblr user.
I don't buy that bullshit.
But you
No,
know,
because him, whatever, her, has only been outed in quotes because there's so much negative and the movie's bombing. So another victim, virtual sickening victim.
Or maybe
Bullshit.
just the movie just sucks in general.
No, it does.
Yeah,
That sounds like the truth.
I'm not even going to pirate that film.
Well, I'm gonna
I
say
tried.
I'm gonna say it
I
out
was
loud. I'm
considering
gonna say it out. I'm gonna say it out loud right now, Lazy, so that nobody else has to. And if they want to ban me, fine. But Ghostbusters sucks ass to a Capri Sun straw.
That's an insult to Capri Suns everywhere.
so here it
Whoa.
says there's an estimated 40 million LGBT people living in the country. 98% choose to stay in the closet. So how do you know?
Yeah.
But that's the same thing, though. I mean, why do lesbians keep... sorry, not lesbians. Feminists, they're almost the same, continuously keep shouting that so many women in America get raped, but only a few actually report it. But then if you only know about the few that report, then it's assuming that all the other ones are.
Modwayne, have you ever seen any of these fucking cheese golems that are claiming they've been raped? Good God, I wouldn't touch them with a dick I stole from the local cemetery.
But, you know, that's the thing, though. I mean, rape is not about sex, it's about power.
Exactly.
But I feel bad for that guy, that mattress girl, whatever her fuck her name, accuses of raping her or whatever. Because and then he was like never found guilty of anything, but meanwhile
No.
his name is always fucking dragged through the dirt by her.
Yeah. And she's actually getting a award, how do you want to call it?
Yeah,
For it.
award.
She's being portrayed as this brilliant person.
Guesser.
Here's the question for you. Have you
Yeah.
guys ever seen the Saturday Night Live skit with the character Pat?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
but-
it's Pat.
Yeah, just look up It's Pat on Google and go to images and you'll see that's what most of these lesbian feminists fucking look like. And you're trying to tell me anybody would fuck them just for a power trip?
Here,
Hell no.
I'll pop it up. and I've met these lesbians before, and
Oh, my
I've
God.
seen that. Yeah.
But even if you look at some of the footage you can find on YouTube to explain the many.
That's a woman?
it's supposed to be the joke that nobody can figure out if it's a woman or a man because the name is what is it called, a genres or whatever.
Oh, androgynous.
Androgynous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was the whole...
Yeah, go ahead, mate. Go ahead.
Yeah, the name is a unisex name. Here's the thing that was the whole thing about Pat was you were supposed to take a wild guess if Pat was a male or female, and nobody fucking knows.
And here's the thing: do you guys remember that he got a movie?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I remember there was one scene where somebody was like, "Is that a banana in your pocket? Are you happy?" And she is like, "Yeah, I do." And then she's like, "Ow, my nuts!" And she had nuts in her pocket too.
Yeah.
About the false rape claims, they only do it because they know that they're not punished. Imagine if a law was passed that it should be, because that's perjury. They should apply the perjury
Actually,
laws.
indeed, the law is already there, but for some reason they're not being
applied.
used.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
got
in
a
the United
even-
States,
even
perjury is quite stiff. You can get up to what, 5-10 years? If
I
I'm
got
not
a
mistaken.
better law against false rape claims. And that is, if you falsely claim somebody raped you, and it's proved that it was just a malicious false attempt, You are now the sexual offender. You have to go on the sex offender list, and you are subjected to the same jail time as the person that you are accusing.
That
Perfect.
sounds fair enough
Yeah,
to me.
that sounds really fair.
One thing I saw
Brilliant.
recently that I loved was basically 4 people helped this murderer get out of jail as he was about to go to court, right?
Yeah.
The judge charged him with 1/10 of the murder charge each for being accomplices.
Well, that
Well,
makes sense, doesn't it?
If you want to hear a nice story that warmed kind of the cockles of my heart, there was a truck driver who got accused of rape. Problem is, under federal mandate, we have to log everywhere we are at all times of every day. And because that was a federal thing, they sent her ass to jail because his logs proved he was nowhere near where she was, and she had to stay in jail until he could come back for the court case. And he kept his lawyer continuing it until he could quote unquote get back into town.
Nice.
I think he managed to leave her ass in jail for roughly about 2 years before they told him to shit or get off the pot.
Only 2 years. Oh, it should have gone into country, like Canada or Mexico. Make her stew for about 10.
Well, in
Well,
all
but
fairness,
that was poetic justice as far as I was concerned.
That's perfect.
making a stew for 2 years is pretty good already, because, hell, how many women get a 2-year sentence?
None.
You could actually kill someone and get less than 2 years.
How many actually gonna fucking slap at the wrist of this fucking rape?
There's-
Yeah,
there's-
but like even if they are accused of innocence and they're still fucked up. Their life and society is still fucked up because everyone sees them as, oh, you've been accused of this and that. It's just.
But
like,
come on, guys. There shouldn't be female prisons. Come on, cut it out.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they should just all get sent to Club Med or something for a couple of weeks.
I loved it. I read an article, I think 2 weeks ago, on how in Australia they're very, very against the fact that there are women prisons, and it's so unfair because women imprisonment has risen by 40%, even though at the same period of time male imprisonment only raised about 8%. But then they totally forget to mention that there are like 10 times, 100 times as much male prisoners than that there are women. I mean, if you have 100 female prisoners and now you have 140, it's still a raise of 40%. But if you have 100,000 males and you've got 8,000 more, it's only 8%. But
The thing is, women are starting to act like guys, so you want equality, you get jail time. That's it.
So,
I got
Tom, you told me that you wanted to start doing non-cancer streams, and I see the name of the stream is "Does Tom Sequitur Cause Cancer?"
But Tom isn't here, though. Tom
No.
isn't here. He's only hanging out there. He's not here.
Tom's like on his couch in a wife beater and like under.
Well, no, it's like Tom, if you're in the chat, can you confirm that I was right that when I said you're getting into Grandpappy's old timey cough medicine again?
Hey, back to the women and going to jail. I'll tell you, I was at the courthouse for my ex, for something against my ex there last week. The only family violence poster they had, it's got a kid cuddling with their mom. It says, "Mommy, please, I want it to stop," in big bold letters. Then under the picture it says,
Oh yeah, of course, because mommy
Wait.
couldn't have done anything wrong.
No, it gets better, because under the picture it says, "When dad beats mom, the kids are hurt by it too. Emotional scars from family violence last a lifetime."
Yeah, it's not as if we know that women are way more likely to abuse children, and it's not as if domestic violence is more or less a 50-50 thing.
Modway, it's fine though because they kill them while they're still young in the crib and get away with it. That's why it's fine.
Yeah, funny enough, this is a case. This is really a case. But it's not only when they're young. It can be up till 15 years, roughly.
There's been a spate of mothers in Portugal murdering their children and attempted suicide. they
Yeah.
fail to kill themselves, right? They kill their kids, but they
And
fail.
then they fail to kill themselves. Mhm.
And I've only heard that one of the mothers got about 4 years jail now.
Yeah.
I think in
And I'm talking about in this last year into this year, it's been about 7 cases.
yeah, I
Well,
think in
now,
those cases we should bring back medieval torture fucking devices.
well, the question that I've got though is, wasn't there some kind of news article about some kid was starting to get really interested in porno magazines, and because his mom was a lesbian, all of her feminist friends was telling her to do a what was it, a retroactive abortion?
Yes, I think I read something about that vaguely.
A retroactive abortion?
Yeah, the kid was 17.
Jesus.
Don't you think it's a little late?
Well,
Yeah,
that was
but
why they threw in the word
What-
retroactive.
not for the mother though. I wouldn't say that was late for the mother.
thing is, though, I mean, there's a lot of stupid stuff going on out there, and at some point, it's almost as if pointing out these heinous acts from women. And don't get me wrong, not all women. Hashtag not all women, but especially the acts of these women who feel entitled, they can do no wrong, etc., etc., etc. And as soon as you mention any of that, the first thing you will hear, yeah, but most males, blah, 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 blah. This is the thing, though. I mean, you can't argue about stuff like this because they don't want to hear it.
Hmm.
And they
Anyway.
do go blah, blah, blah.
Well, thanks for coming, Edgy. I didn't know you would actually be here.
Hello, Edgy.
Hey, Edgy. Well,
Yeah,
we said hi to him a moment ago, didn't we? And then he
Ugh.
started talking about how Tom wasn't here.
So fucking tired of
okay.
Edgy.
You're all quiet now. You're never quiet.
Oh, I hope it's not me.
Sorry if I'm got in your busy schedule.
Oh no, not at all. I just needed to drop a deuce. That's all. I don't live on the internet.
Well, did you flush?
No, I enjoy the smell.
Well, if Edgy, you strike me as the type you leave it in there just so your family can play that game. Guess what I had for dinner last night?
Porn.
Or peanuts.
Or both.
So was the stream just not cancerous enough? Is that why you invited me? Or-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
we're trying to cause everybody ear cancer right now.
it
We're
was
just
failing
rambling on,
miserably,
but
so I invited a pro.
Quick, somebody invite social.
Oh fuck.
Do you know who I would love to be on this stream? Just me and her, Lacey Green.
Oh.
No.
No,
No.
I would actually argue rationally with her.
I'm going to say you wouldn't, Carlos.
I
And
would.
that's not-
Trust me. I can
No.
be rational.
And
You would have to
I
speed
know,
up your
I know
voice.
you can be rational, but you cannot argue with her rationally. Because to have an rational argument, you need two people being able to be rational, and
Well,
that's when
you
you
know
go
what?
wrong.
You know what, Mod Wayne? I would have him do exactly what I've been encouraging people to do to these social justice retards, which is sit there, call them to the carpet, and make them explain in horrific detail right then and there why they are so fucking evil.
Do you guys realize that I am? I'm modestly saying this. I don't like to promote myself, but I am a master of debate. I am actually superb in debating people. I may not.
masturbator.
Yeah, exactly. I may not know the subject totally, but my opponent will never guess it.
But Carlos,
I'll just explain one more sentence, and then I'll. Because I learned my skills from Portuguese soccer commentators. If you want to see cancerous cognitive dissonance, I mean absolute 1984 Orwellian dissonance, looking at a something in front of them and saying 2 + 2 = 5. That's where I learnt my skills. So she would not have a clue. She would not have a chance at debating me.
No, you
That's what I'm
totally,
saying.
you totally. I'm not saying you overestimate yourself, because that's definitely not what I'm saying.
Oh no,
But
I'm
you're
I underestimate myself. I'm not
but you're
I'm underestimating.
overestimating her participation.
Exactly. That's why I'm always prepared for the worst that they can throw at me.
No, they'll not throw anything at you. They just ignore you.
Well, no,
No,
they
no,
just
no.
treat
But
you like you're the one who's evil for
yes,
having any fucking common sense. That was why I
but
said, you know.
but that's why I would love to have a frontal a debate with her, where she could not get away, she could not disconnect or anything, person to person. I would sit there in a chair. She would be. She could have a cage in front of. I could be in a cage or whatever. She could not.
Indeed.
Yeah, both of us in the cage, but separate cages. She could not.
I think
Thank
Edgy.
you.
I think Edgy just
Thank
noticed
you.
that comment where somebody asked him to touch him in the naughty place.
Yeah.
That's a little bit loud, Edgy.
And the cancer starts.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that theme. That's
But
that's
Here
my
we go.
inspirational
That's
theme.
Oh Fortuna.
Edgy,
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
is the reason why you did that is because Psycho in the chat said, Edgy, touch me in naughty places, senpai?
Oh my god.
What?
Am I the
But
only one watching the chat?
she would be Lacy Green would be a low hanging fruit. I wouldn't even have to. I'd do it drunk. I mean, sloshed.
Edgy.
That's better.
Maybe this is a little bit better.
Yeah, I like that song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay as background, but not as pushing everything out.
Yeah. Well, I'll just quiet now. I said my point. So.
You know what? Tom had mentioned something earlier about having a calendar for everybody that's having streams so they don't step on each other's toes. I think that's a great idea.
It is. I'm not really sure who else is having streams and when they have them. But
Cog
yeah,
has
that's,
tinfoil hat time right around now.
I'm having a stream right now.
you are.
Well, just remember, whatever you do, don't cross the streams.
Unless, of course, you need to kill them, because then you need to cross the screens.
That's not lazy.
Anywho, anyone got something interesting? I mean, I know I was ill prepared. I'm sorry, that's my fault.
Yeah, you only had 6 hours notice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but still, I could have done better. No, I couldn't because I was at work. Because I actually came from work literally the moment that I came online.
Yeah, excuses.
No, work. Work is not an excuse. It's just something you do.
I don't. I go to school.
That is not my fault. So don't blame me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do though? You go to school. What do you do?
Normally I'm do outside sales. For oil
Outside
field equipment.
sales.
Yeah.
Is that like slang for dealing coke?
No, I go to business to business sales. Go to companies and try and sell them stuff, and after I've sold them stuff, see how they like it.
Yes, it's true. This movie has no dick.
I was waiting to see who noticed that.
I saw a second ago.
I love Milo's description of it. Teenage kids with tits. Something about that.
God.
Well, and that's
But-
really the
yeah.
problem with the whole Ghostbusters thing is they're expecting us to believe
Oh,
that these
wow.
women are fucking
No,
You
they
know,
they tried to see, hey, look, the women are funny too, but the problem is that those
My
women are
God.
not funny.
So, doing an exodus from Twitter, does that kind of mean that the SJWs won?
Yes and no, I guess. Yes, because they are the last to leave, therefore they will feel entitled. But
Yeah.
no, because I think Twitter will die anyway.
Yeah, but think about the people that were the last ones to leave MySpace when it was dying.
So did you feel like a winner?
Oh no, I left way before that.
Oh, okay. It's a good
But,
point though. I mean,
Yeah, like I still think the I still think Milo. You know, it's funny how he rips that movie a new asshole, but you know, he gets banned for it.
yeah, but that's because you're not allowed to disagree with them or anyone they agree with. So
Yeah,
this is
Well,
social
that's freedom of
discourse.
speech. You don't agree with something, well, whatever. There's a
Well,
lot of people I
this-
don't agree on, but do I
That's-
cry and go to social media and say, I want this to kill
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. I mean, you guys keep talking about freedom of speech as if you don't recognize that there is this other thing which is equally as important, and that's hate speech. And
Yeah, but
you
these
consider
are not
that
hate speech. It
exists.
depends what hate speech is.
No, it doesn't.
they're starting to call catcalling hate speech.
Yeah,
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
that's the thing. It doesn't. As long as you agree that something like hate speech exists, anything
Maybe
and
incitement
everything
of
is
violence, but
I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but apparently with the Sea Lion Club thing, you could have 1,516 characters to use. For
Wow.
Yeah, but I can't find anyone on there, so I just see myself. That's not
Just
really
follow
good.
me at failure, and then follow the people I'm following.
Post.
God, I'm
I
surprised.
can't
I'm
even
surprised.
find
Here,
you.
post your thing in the
I'm-
side chat here.
I'm
Yeah, I'll
surprised
post.
Milo Yiannopoulos isn't already over at Sea Lion, considering he would love to talk a lot more than he does if he could on Twitter.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez. There, follow me, you fucking.
I'm
fuckers.
trying to, mate, but I can't find you.
I put the link in the side over here.
So, what else should we talk about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you the moderator of this chat?
No, but I was just...
No, but go ahead. That's okay. I don't mind.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Well,
No.
let's see. We've talked about feminism, Islam, the crappy new Ghostbusters porn. We talked about in the chat. We were talking about how I'd seen enough hentai to know where Atheist Eleanor and Omegan were going. I don't know. I'm kind of out of ideas.
Can I talk about personal life shit?
Sure, why not?
So, Tom? Is Tom still here?
No,
his
Tom's
third-
not here.
He's on his third bottle of Grandpappy's old-fashioned cough medicine.
Someone just say pray for Milo on the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no. Oh, God, no.
Why do I have to pray?
It's just, I don't know.
I think
Send the beer to Milo. I would get behind that.
Yeah, I mean, but pray for whom? Pray towards whom?
You pray God Emperor Trump to bring Milo back.
I reckon Milo's god is Priapus. Everyone should look him up. He's a Roman god. He's awesome. Priapus.
So, yesterday my brother told me that he's gonna divorce, and today he told me that his wife unfriended him on Facebook. And I found that so fucking weird.
Oh, that just means she's fucking.
That is weird.
Whenever your wife unfriends you on Facebook, that's your first clue that she's fucking another guy.
Probably, yeah.
So if she comes down covered in jizz, just ignore it. Only when it's the Facebook thing. That's when it gets serious.
You find a condom in her asshole, just assume maybe it was yours. She unfollows you on Twitter. Hey, what's going on here?
That's the song though, isn't it? The Seven Drunken Nights from the Dubliners.
Actually,
I came home on a Monday night.
I got a philosophical question, and it's one that's been asked several times before.
Yes, I've lost a condom inside a woman
no,
before.
Magnus. No.
As far as it goes with clown sex, is it over when he pulls out and dumps a bucket of confetti on her back?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Seltzer spray, sir. Seltzer spray.
Oh, okay, seltzer spray.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, this is pretty much a shit post weekend thingy. Yeah.
I hate to tell
Even though
you
it's Wednesday.
this, but that song is the one I lost my virginity to.
Damn it.
Well, I really feel bad for that bearded woman.
Actually, no, it was the contortionist.
Not
She
wrong
was
with
well on-
that.
It was the contortionist, but she was well on her way to becoming the bearded lady.
Shit.
Okay, so let's pretend that we have something to talk about.
This is for my American friends, which I love you guys. What do you reckon about Melania Trump's plagiarism of that lady's 2 years ago speech or 3 years ago speech?
Oh, Trump did
Is that shocking?
Trump or whoever controls his thing, they did a great tweet today. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, they already found the scapegoat, so yeah.
Come on, motherfucker.
Well, I'm officially on sea line now. Woohoo!
Nice.
Are ya?
Yep. And here's the link to my doo-whopper.
Oh, so Donald Trump's Twitter says the media is spending more time doing forensic analysis on Melania's speech than the FBI spent on Hillary's emails.
Yeah, I find that hilarious. They go after his wife, but they don't go after Hillary, their Lord and Savior. Peace be upon her.
I like that one. That's a very good one.
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
She's a fucking crook. I can't stand that woman. I really can't stand that fucking woman. She needs to, I don't know, she needs to be thrown off a bridge.
But
No,
the
she-
thing,
She
thing
reminds
is,
me. She reminds me of the troll under the bridge. She says one thing and then she tricks you to do something else.
well, the thing I find really difficult to follow, difficult to understand, is that everyone knows. This is not suggested. This is not assumed. She even admitted for breaking the laws.
Yeah.
The
And yet
FBI
she still
actually says we know that she did this, but we're not going to continue. I mean,
how much did Obama or his her husband Bill pay Loretta Lynch or whatever to not date her?
this is indeed. I mean, and I've read back into the history of the Clintons, and there are quite a few skeletons in the closets. Oh yeah, there are plenty of discrepancies, but there are actually people that are missing. And
he didn't have to. Clinton didn't have to do much. He just had to let her, blow on the trumpet.
Well,
You see what I
at
mean?
least we know if Hillary gets in office, she won't blow it. I mean, she couldn't blow Bill.
well, who knows?
No, she'll just destroy this country and finish what Obama started.
No, she won't, because Congress won't let her. Come on, shit! I'm an outsider, and I know how your political system works better than you guys.
Our Congress doesn't do shit. anymore.
Exactly.
Obama
That
keeps,
means that she can't do
Obama
shit.
keeps doing executive fucking orders, and
But they are,
Congress
but
doesn't
they are
shit about it.
minor orders. They are minor stuff. He can't do budgets. He can't do major shit. He can say, okay, I'll do a um, uh, migrants can, that sort of shit. It's not major. It's minor shit. Even our
Yeah.
fucking president, which is basically only has the power to inaugurate museums and shit, does the same.
Real quick before I
Yeah.
forget, guys, if you're gonna link Sea Lion on Twitter, maybe don't do it because people are saying that they're getting shadow banned for linking the site.
I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
Well, Jack doesn't want the fucking competition. He can go suck a butt for all I care.
Oh well, now I really want to join Sea Lion now.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't know what a shadow ban is, basically, your tweets just don't show up for people, but you'll still be able to tweet and stuff.
So just you can tweet, but no one can see it.
Well, if anybody that hangs out with me on a regular basis is listening, how about we all just ditch fucking Twitter and go over to Sea Lion?
Like it won't pop up on searches or any of the hashtag stuff.
I don't know.
Well-
I'm almost thinking. I don't know. Sea Lion seems to be really freaking slow.
Yeah, but it's also relatively new, I guess.
Well, you know what? Yeah, it is slow because so are the Jews when they were crossing the Red Sea. You know that Exodus thing.
But
Yeah,
Like-
indeed.
My question is, will Sea Lion get sued by Twitter?
I
I
doubt it.
wonder why though, because it's not. The very thing that you can have real messages, not just 145 characters or whatever. That's a bit different.
I almost don't like that.
Oh, it's not that I almost don't like it. I don't like it, but that's how it is.
I think I've already signed up to Sea Lion. Yep. Cool.
Yes. Well,
It's my name Castreja without the 67. I don't need that shit.
you can link it in chat in the Hangout if you want.
Yeah.
Control C.
Yeah, see, and I'm enjoying the fact that they it sits there and plainly says you got how many people stalking you and you're stalking other people.
Alright.
Okay, this is my Sea Lion shitty.
I don't know who these people are. I don't get this local peer timeline thing.
it's all Sea Lion references, I guess. We're so used to Twitter, yeah, and all the fucking shitty references.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to Twitter. I honestly don't know how to get the best out of it.
I'm sorry,
Um,
Bam Bam. Tom isn't
but I'm a noob.
around, I think.
Congratulations, Cheshire Cat. I'm now stalking you.
So am I.
And no,
Someone's stalking me.
Chunk, Trump will not make Twitter great again. I don't think anyone is able to make Twitter great again.
Not
Well,
even God himself.
Well, if they fired Jack Dorsey, that would at least raise it by 2 or 3 points.
Cheshire, I'm stalking you, mate.
God Emperor himself can't save Twitter.
Be afraid. Be really afraid.
I'm trying to sign in, but it won't let me. Wait.
It's not easy. You have to keep trying and trying and trying. It's really
How many
weird.
people are trying to sign up for this?
All of them at the same time.
There's like people abandoning Twitter like right now. That's amazing.
Well, people aren't really abandoning Twitter. I mean, it's not the same thing. I mean, people are signing up here. It doesn't mean that they already go and leave
Well,
Twitter.
and has anybody noticed if you scroll down on your little page, it's got that what is it, Vivian? What's her name? The Gamergate chick.
Vivian James.
Yeah, laying on top of a sea lion.
No way.
Yeah.
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 Scratch 5 is confirmed. I know
Yep.
I know that's like out of topic, but I just want to point that out.
Well, I think it's just a good way of showing that somebody from Gamergate probably made this site because it's green and purple, and well, you know.
Oh.
All right, well,
Tom
here's
is
mine.
asking if we're ready to shut down. Anyone want to shut down?
That's up to
Well,
you guys. I can keep
Yeah.
running my mouth all day.
Yeah. We just need to find something to talk about. That's the problem.
Well,
Yeah,
I got
we're-
a run to do another stream in a minute. I'm gonna be doing my own stream tonight at 10 o'clock, and hopefully by then I should be like 9 beers in. So make sure to tune in.
I'll
10
I'll try
o'clock
to
what
join
time?
you.
10
Failure.
o'clock Eastern U.S. time. So
Uh,
basically,
8
Like
o'clock.
4 in the
About
morning.
3 hours and 10 more minutes.
yeah, 3 hours. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
be sleeping work tomorrow.
yeah, same here,
Well,
mate.
well, you could always catch the post. You know.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, I always do, man.
Yeah.
I always watch. I may not comment, but I always watch and like. So
Well,
And-
considering this, then I mean, if we don't really have anything to say and we're just trying out Sea Lion, should we
Yeah.
then just say, "Okay, Tom, come back on in, and then we'll finish the stream"? Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying my time with you guys. It really is a blast, and I really am enjoying it. But if
Look,
you guys are all planning on doing whatever you're going to do next anyway,
Well,
All
let's see how drunk Tom sounds when he comes back.
All I'm saying is that there might be a lot of anti-Semitic ramblings at 10 o'clock, so tune in.
well, Tom,
Well, Sea
Bring in
Lion,
your,
I'll link their failure.
well, I subscribe to all the Sea Lion thingies that were in the chat. In our chat, sorry, not in the random chat. Sorry, guys. I'm not smart if I'm not smart if it's I'm not sure if it's smart to start posting this stuff in the YouTube stream, but maybe it is.
No, fuck it.
It's
Well,
not
might as
competitive
well.
over YouTube, so
Okay, guys, I'm here if you're ready to get it shut down.
All right.
I think we can handle that.
Everybody get their goodbyes in?
Yeah,
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Fucking
Bye.
hate you.
See ya.
For showing
Thanks for
up
having me.
anyway.
bisexual.
Boa noite a todos. I said it in Portuguese. Haha.
Careful of trucks if you go to France.
All right, thanks, guys. It was a great stream. I listened to most of it when I could. So thanks.
Well, I'm about to be as completely stereotypical as I can, but y'all come back now. You hear?
yeah, I'll come back.